How's it going, everybody? It's Philip, and I'm here inside of the Genetics Athletics Center as we get ready for press day for St. John's men's and women's basketball. This is just a quick tune-up of last-minute questions that we're going to ask the coaches and the players before the season starts this Monday for both the men's team and the women's team. And yeah, this is going to be a good experience just to show you guys what goes on during a live press conference when asking questions to coaches and players just about what their goals and expectations are for the seasons, what they were prepping over the off season, and just to get everybody excited about the upcoming basketball season. So I'm here representing WSU Sports Radio in that regard. And yeah, we're going to start the press conferences pretty soon and ask a few questions and see what we have in store here as St. John's men's and women's basketball is going to get ready for the start of the 2022-2023 season.
What's up, guys? This is Posh Alexander.
Joel Soriano, and shout out to WSJU Radio.
All right, guys, so here's what I have in front of me is just a preview guide for what we use to reference all the game notes, news notes, and updates happening around St. John's basketball. And you see right here, this is what the schedule looks like. You scroll down here, have the games and everything, time, date, opponent, and even just the broadcast information here, so you need it. And over here we have the last year's stats of players that were played last year, and even the stats of players like on the bench or the newcomers. They're freshmen coming in, and it's opponent updates and even stats from last year. This is for the game on Monday when we play Merrimack in the season opener. So this is just a rundown of how both St. John's and Merrimack did last year. And on top here we got the game schedule and game announcements regarding location, the TV broadcast, and even also the radio broadcasts. That's just a little preview of what we have there. And you just flip the page. You have different information about the players up and down here, quick facts about the overall history of St. John's basketball, and even like the full team roster here, as you can see. It's just a lot of information that's we use. Here we have like the AP top 25. This is for the preseason poll, so this is just an idea of where we stack up here. You can see right there's two Big East teams on here that made the preseason AP top 5, so look out for Creighton and Villanova later in the season. Then have the USA Today and Coaches top 25 poll here. Creighton and Villanova, two Big East rivals of ours on here, so looking to watch out for them and try to upset them. They're still ranked by the time we play them. And then a bunch of other stuff here, a lot of quality information, about previous opportunities and opponents here. Here we go.
Having moved on, what, if anything, is different from your perspective this year?
Really none is different. We had a good guy like Junior here last year with us. He went on to the NBA, and we just trying to continue what he left here. We just trying to win games and really just take it day by day and just work hard every day and just try to win as a team.
Do you feel more confident having played a full year at the Big East? And I know you put a lot of work in to getting yourself into better shape in the offseason. You had a good run in the DR. Do you feel like a more confident player entering this year?
Yeah, for sure. I feel way more confident than I did last year. And that just has to go with put work in and my teammates talking to me, my coaches talking to me. really just think, man, it's really up to you, how you perceive things, how you handle things. When adversity hits, you just got to overcome it. So I'm just trying to take it day by day.
I'm curious, what was the biggest motivator for you going into the off season to get yourself into the best shape possible?
I want to win. I just want my senior year, trying to win with my teammates. This is memories you're gonna have for the rest of your life. So I want to win.
And with a lot of new additions to the team this year, you know, you have freshman AJ Storr and a few transfers, Andre Curbelo and David Jones coming from, you know, the top-ranked schools. You know, how has the locker room culture been since the first day of practice when everybody came together?
We have a funny group, man. It's been good. It's been very good. Everybody gets along with each other. We never had a moment that it's been like bad or whenever one of us down, we always find a way to bring each other up. So I mean, it's been great having our guys, and we all just pumped to get ready to get especially those freshmen, their first time playing. So it's gonna be fun.
And I'm sure with all the practices and even the tune-up games you guys had against Adelphi and Southern New Hampshire, what would you say from, as you know, two leaders on the team, from what you've seen so far, what do you think is the biggest strength going into the season?
Our biggest strength, I feel like our unity. I feel like we're together. Definitely have to see when adversity hits how we handle things, but I feel like we're very unified as a group.
And just knowing you guys have a lot of experience with the Big East Conference and knowing that it's going to become a lot more balanced this year, you know, what team are you looking forward to play against the most?
We're not looking forward to picking a team to play. We want to play against everybody. That's what we all worried about. We just competing against everybody. Really do everybody.
St. John's versus the world.
Joel, you mentioned the word funny a couple times as far as in the locker room. Who's the funniest guy in the team?
Oh, right here, you're seeing it. You're looking at him right here. Posh Alexander. He may seem quiet and stuff, but this is one of the funniest guys.
Practical jokes, sarcasm.
All
of the above?
All of the above. He does everything.
He's sneaky about it too. He doesn't seem like that.
He doesn't seem like that, right?
I agree.
That's what I be telling him. You tell people don't really know what you be doing.
Don't listen.
On a slightly more serious note, I know you guys got a lot of guys coming back, but there's some newcomers in the rotation too. Who among them has really kind of opened your eyes and impressed in the preseason?
I would say every last one of them. Even from the freshmen, all of them impressed the coaches, impressed me, and even impressed the whole team. So I would say every last one of them.
I would say everybody too. I feel like everybody has their little moments, their little sparks in the games that we have had, our preseason games, and going back to DR. Everybody shows a little bit of what they can do. Going from the freshmen, they still getting their feet wet, still getting more comfortable, but for the most part, everybody has shown me that they're here to play.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Steve, can I just grab them?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we just wrapped up with the player interviews, and you know we had Posh Alexander, point guard, and Joel Soriano, our big center, come up to the podium just to ask a few questions to the press, and yeah, this just kind of how it goes. You know, we just I go around, ask the guys how they're prepping for the season, what they're excited about, you know, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and just trying to understand a little bit more about the play culture of the basketball team. And yeah, next up we're gonna have the members of the women's team come up, and we'll have the coaches, and just see how it continues to go from there. But stay tuned for more.
What we've been working for to get ready to start off officially 22-23 new year, and we're playing against a senior-laden team in Merrimack. They bring back, I think, 4 seniors. It's a team that's picked to win their league. So this is their championship game, so we're going to get their best shot. So we've got to, and we're still trying to, guys understand their role in this basketball team. So I'm just curious to see how our guys respond, in a game setting where, we've done the exhibition games. They don't count. Now it counts now, so you get the officials out there, you get the fans in the stands, you get the popcorn popping, and every game's a big game. So I don't have to even say that it's a big game. But our guys are really, I'm sure that they're really excited to get going. Going against each other, and the practice have been competitive, so they get some chippiness in there every now and then. So it's time to play someone else and just see where we are.
As a coach, knowing that this is your 4th season here at St. John's, and for every season you've kept the team over 500, and from last year, just from the downfalls, like what are some things that you look to improve on this year?
I thought what cost us last year in a lot of games, we had like 8 or 9 games that was 6 points or less. It was the little things, whether it be free throws, whether it be getting a rebound, even in the last game against Villanova, getting a stop, but you got to make the free throws before that. Being able to make plays, I think that's the biggest key. And people think it's all about offense. It's not offensive. Sometimes it's about the defense as well. I think we got more guys now that can create and make plays for us. And then I believe the experience of guys going through it. Sometimes you got to go through it. It just don't happen. So with that being said, hopefully, our rebounding is better, our defense. That's the thing that's really got to show up. And I think we got enough people now that, if we're not getting the energy, the effort that we got to have, then that's where our bench comes into play. I think that's, to me, is going to be the difference in this team. The depth, quality depth, what does it bring to the table? My better teams, the strength that's always been on my team has been our bench. That's been our bench. And so hopefully that'll be something that can take effect this year. And obviously we're going to be an attacking team, so we're going to get to the free throw lines. Can we capitalize on that? And then, like I said, just make plays, when it's winning time.
And you mentioned how you feel like you have 8 starters on the team so far. As far as those 8 guys that you see will get those minutes, like how are you going to be able to balance out the minutes between, say, like the stars with Posh, Joel, and Montez, compared to, say, the new guys like AJ, Curbelo, and Jones?
I think the game will dictate that. We'll see how the game goes, and as those guys go out and give us quality minutes. Talking to Joel the other day, we played an exhibition game. He ended up maybe 14 and 8. He only played maybe like 16 minutes. Efficient, very, very efficient. And so obviously, your core guys are going to probably play the most. And whether the other guys get a chance to play, you go out and if they got it going on, they'll have an opportunity to play. So I just always feel that it'll work as well.
All right, everybody. So we just wrapped up with the press conferences. We had 2 players from the men's team, Posh and Joel, come out to ask a few questions or answer a few questions for us. And we also had the head coach of the men's team, Mike Anderson, ask some questions as well. They had to go back to practice afterwards. But yeah, that just gives you a glimpse of what we do as far as just trying to get more content for our sports coverage here at St. John's through the radio station, and also just through like the experience that we're trying to gain as far as broadcasters and everything that we do, just to help us be more prepared for what to expect during the season. I think the season is going to be very exciting. Both the men's and women's team look really good, and we're just hoping that they could pull out some wins and go after a Big East title this year. And be sure to look out in the future, as I will be vlogging some of the games that I'll be on the radio broadcast for, so you guys can see what I do as far as a day in the life of being a radio broadcaster from the basketball side, because I already did the soccer side. Yeah, but I'm really excited for it. Basketball is something we always look forward to every year here at St. John's, and yeah, we're just hoping that both teams, men's and women's, can have a great season. But that's going to wrap it up here. Glad you guys are able to tune in for this quick vlog. Just thought I'd put something up there, and just to keep you guys updated on what I do here as far as sports at St. John's and my involvement in it. But be sure on the lookout for future vlogs, as they will be coming, and I will see everybody again very soon.